Good evening, everybody. Welcome to our annual Cabaret concert. We are very excited to be doing this tonight. I'm not sure how many of you guys have long-ish memories, but it was about 2 years ago that this was the very last thing that happened on the stage here at MVU. I've been sort of ignoring my phone, hoping it doesn't ring, and say, oh, nope, there's been some other reason why we have to cancel everything. So we're very excited to be able to have our Cabaret concert. We got to have Mr. Thunderbird. I remember the poor kids setting up for Mr. Thunderbird 2 years ago, right down here on the stage. It was a Friday, and they were getting everything taped up, and the stage looked beautiful. Actually, we have some Mr. Thunderbird stuff still left up as we were cleaning up from that show on Monday. We're like, hey, let's just leave that up. It looks kind of nice. We should have thought ahead and left the stuff up on the mats in the back as well. How many folks got to see Mr. Thunderbird?
I did.
I did too.
I feel like there should be the sound of crickets in the background. Well, for a male beauty pageant, it was actually really entertaining. It was a lot of fun. It's the most fun I've had at Mr. Thunderbird in the longest time. So we're going to start off this whole batch of music tonight with group of students who, well, this is our second last concert, isn't it?
Oh, you're gonna make me cry.
We're gonna try not to. We're starting with our senior band kids, and there's a couple things I have to say, because first, a name got left off the program right in the beginning. And you know what's funny is this student actually was the very last one to ask me for a letter of recommendation, so all of her glories and accomplishments are still fresh in my brain. And yet somehow we left Ellie Parody off the program. So just know that Ellie is going to graduate. Give her an extra round of applause for not being in print. I'll make sure to make a new one just for you guys. You can frame it up and then it'll go in your little baby book. It'll be really awesome. This is a spectacular group, and I was going to have the kids talk about their stuff tonight, but I do have to come up and make a few humble brags. In this large group of people, 3 of these students aren't actually officially enrolled in this school. They have done early college, and yet they come in here special just to do the music program, and I couldn't imagine our group without them. So we've got Naomi and Denise, and we've got Ruth, who all come in and make our band what it is. So a little extra round for them as well. All right, they don't want to talk to you, so they're going to play for you instead. Without any further ado, the seniors playing Carry On, Wayward Son.
Enthusiastic. 1, 2, 1, 2, 3, 4.
I'm just going to give my own quick thank you for being here and shout out. We're so excited, like my colleague Mr. Garso said, for this project. It's always kind of a special project, and it seems like students have a little bit more extra investment instead of us just handing them music and saying, here, this is what we're going to do. They go through the whole process of selecting what they're going to sing, who should be on which parts, if it's part of the choir, how much time they need to rehearse, what they might need. They need an accompaniment, they want to sing with a backtrack. So I'm just really proud of everyone for all their hard work they're going to put in tonight. So thank you.
It started out as a feeling, which then grew into a home, which then turned into a quiet thought, which then turned into a quiet word. And then that word grew louder and louder, till it was a battle
Up next we have Ruth Bruckner, not only our MVU school track star, but also our piano star. When was it, Ruth? 9th grade? You were walking through the hall, someone said, Mr. G, you gotta meet this Ruth kid. She's a great piano player. I was like, well, we don't have piano really in band. And so we said, hey, Ruth, you wanna play mallets? And so she did. And then it was about a month or two ago, she's like, hey, trumpet, that looks fun. I think I'll try playing. If I had to come up with an award for Ruth, it would be the, hey, what's that? I think I can play it award. You will find out from this performance that piano is her main instrument. Ruth Bruckner. Back a long time ago, about 3 BC, that's before children, I played in this jazz group with a great group of guys. One of the members of that group was a trumpet player named Jack Phipps, and I love this guy. He was a short little guy who would arrive at all of the lessons he was going to give to kids on 2 wheels of his car with a tobacco pipe sticking out of his mouth. He was always late. But when he put that trumpet to his lips, he had this sound that was just amazing. For as crass of a little guy as he was, he could play with sensitivity and feeling and emotion. It was beautiful. And when he died, 2 weeks after his 62nd birthday, so he was able to get his pension. That's all he wanted. He wanted to live to 62 so his wife could get his pension. He was on his way to a gig. He sat down in an easy chair before he left with his milk and cookies and died of a heart attack. And not to make you sad or anything, but it may. But that night I wrote to the jazz guy at VPR and I asked him if he would play this tune that we're about to play because my group recorded it and I swore that Jack Phipps had the best version of this tune. I always wanted my son to take lessons with Jack. But of course, Jack had passed well before he'd started playing, so we play this one at home all the time, and when Evan plays this one, he's starting to sound just like Jack, so I like to think that Jack will be smiling down there with his tobacco pipe and constantly late for something all the time. This one, we played at home in our living room, and it was just going to be the 2 of us, and then we had, definitely needed Caleb in there to fill in some parts, and we were playing it through, and then they were like, hey, Jake, do you want to play drums? I was like, sure. So then we started playing, and then Henry was in the room, and he was like, hey, you guys need bass? I'm like, yeah, sure. And then we were playing, and then Selena's like, hey, can I play piano? And so it sort of it snowballed. The tune itself, while long, is not as long as this introduction.
Good evening. I'm Selena, and this is Maddie, and tonight we're going to be performing I Bet You Think About Me by Taylor Swift. Thank you. We hope you like it. Hello. Got it. Three a.m. and I'm still awake. I'll bet you're just fine, fast asleep in your city. It's better than mine. And the girl in your bed has a fine pedigree. And I'll bet your friends tell you she's better than me. Well, I tried to fit in with your upper crust circle. Yeah, they let me sit in back when we were in love. Oh, they sit around talking about the meaning of life in the book that just saved them that I hadn't heard of. But now that we're done and it's over, I bet you couldn't believe when you realized I'm harder to forget than I was to leave. And I bet you think about me. I was raised on a farm, no, it wasn't a mansion. Just living room dancing and kitchen table bills. But you know what they say, you can't help who you fall for. And you and I felt like an early spring snow. But reality crept in, you said we're too different. You laughed at my dreams, rolled your eyes at my jokes. Mr. Superior, thinking, do you have all the space that you need? I don't have to be your string to know that you'll never be happy. And I bet you think about me. I bet you think about me. Yes, I bet you think about me. Oh, block it all out. The voice is so loud saying, why did you let her go? Does it make you feel sad that the love that you're looking for is the love that you had? Now you're out in the world, searching for your soul, scared not to be him, scared to kill, chasing make-believe status. Last time I felt free, it's when none of that mattered, 'cause you were with me. But now that we're done and it's over, I bet it's hard to believe that it turned out I'm harder to forget than I was to leave. And I bet you think about me. I bet you think about me. Yes, I bet you think about me. I bet you think about me.
freshmen, and we're going to play Smoke on the Water, and we're actually going to play this our 7th grade year for our concert, but we got shut down because of COVID, and it was our favorite song, so now we finally get the chance to play it up here today.
This is the Master Singer's contribution to the concert. The lyrics are taken from a poem by Robert Frost, who's a famous New England poet. He writes about rural New England life. This just talks about maybe taking the road that looks a little less traveled, but you're still going to get to where you need to go in the end. I do want to mention, now that the Master Singer is here, that tomorrow we're carrying on another tradition from pre-COVID. We're taking a tour of our elementary schools, and we're going to play for the little kiddies tomorrow. So the jazz band, which you'll see in a little while, the Master Singers, we're going to do a little performing, just to get a little bit more experience, showcase what we got, get kids excited to be coming up here pretty soon. So here it is, The Road Not Taken.
there anything you'd like to say?
No.
No? All right, well, enjoy.
Hi, my name is Asher, and this is Kira. We're going to be singing In a Crowd of Thousands from Anastasia the Musical because we're theater nerds. It was June, I was 10. I still think of that day now and then. A parade and a girl, and a crowd of thousands. She sat straight as a queen. Only 8, but so proud and serene. How they cheered, how I stared in that crowd of thousands. Then I started to run and to call out her name as the crowd on the road went wild. I reached out with my hand and looked up. And then she smiled. The parade traveled on. With the sun in my eyes, she was gone. But if I were still 10, in that crowd of thousands, I
This group will speak for itself here in just a bit. This is probably one of the best jazz groups we've ever had here at the school. It just keeps growing daily. I believe that this group right now has the lone middle school student participant in this evening's concert. They're sitting front and center. Aaliyah Paquette, our 8th grader, who heard these guys last time. And said, Mr. G, how do I join the band? I said, all you gotta do is show up, and she has been ever since. This is really just a rehearsal for tomorrow morning, because we're gonna take these guys around to Swanton, Highgate, and Franklin. They're gonna be playing all day long. And then you can see them again in Highgate on, and I'm not gonna say the date because I'm gonna get it wrong. It's sometime 2 weeks from now. There's an evening gathering, 29 says my piano player. Over in Highgate, where they're gonna play a full set of music. You just can't keep them from playing. And so they're going to play a couple of tunes they've been working on for this semester. They're going to play 4 and Jive at 5 without me.
We ready? 1, 2, 1, 2, 3.
Thank you very much.
So I have to admit, I was a little skeptical in the beginning on this one. They picked the song on the day I wasn't here. And the entire time I was gone, it was like, don't pick the Disney song. I come back, they picked a Disney song. So, and of course it's 3 pages long, so we had like 7 different songs all compiled into one to rehearse. So I was like, we just gotta take it bit by bit, and it actually turned out pretty good. Hopefully, it comes out okay. If not, the exits are there, and there. Run for your lives. All right, from the beginning. 1, 2, 1, 2, 3, 4.
see a shining star. You're the light through my window from afar. Oh, and don't you forget, the only thing that matters is your heartbeat going strong. Oh, don't you forget that nothing else can matter, 'cause you know where I belong. Oh, take me there, won't you take me there, won't you take me home? Oh, take me there, won't you take me there, won't you take me home? We light up the sky. Heaven knows there's no such thing as goodbye. Oh, 'cause love can never die. We'll forever be burning, you and I. Oh, and don't you forget, the only thing that matters is your heartbeat's going strong. Oh, don't you forget that nothing else can matter, 'cause you know where I belong. Oh, take me there, won't you take me there, won't you take me home? Oh, take me there, won't you take me there, won't you take me home? Oh, take me there, won't you take me there, won't you take me home? Oh, take me there, won't you take me there, won't you take me home?
Hello everyone, we're from the concert band, and we chose this piece, well, I don't think anyone really knows why we chose this piece. I guess we all just like the movie Shrek, so here's I'm a Believer. Also, shout out to McKenna, it's her birthday tomorrow.
Ah. Okay. This whole year is full of starting to pick things back up again, and another one of our fabulous traditions that is continuing this year is our MVU musical production. We wanted to showcase a piece for you. We are putting on Mary Poppins this year, a classic. We have a new director this year, Miss Miriam Booty, a former student. And we have as much as the ensemble as we could muster today, and we're so happy to have you guys performing. And thank you so much. Without further ado, Super Cat, no, I'm just kidding. Feed the birds.
The
We are almost to a close for this wonderful evening. The entire choir is going to show you a rendition of a fun song titled Taylor the Latte Boy. Xander is playing Taylor, and we have another young lady playing Kira, who's singing about being in love with the Latte Boy.
There's a boy who works at Starbucks who is very inspirational. He is very inspirational because of many things. I come in at 8:11 and he smiles and says, "How are you?" When he smiles and says, "How are you?" I could swear my heart grows weak. So today at 8:11, I decided I should meet him. I decided I should meet him in a proper formal way. So today at 8:11, as he smiled and said, "How are you?" I said, "Fine, and my name's Kira." And he softly answered, "Hey." And I told him my name's Kira.
And thank you for the extra phone.
And he said his name was Taylor, which provides the inspiration for this poem.
Taylor, the latte boy, bring me Java, bring me joy. Oh, Taylor, the latte boy, I love him, I love him, I love him.
And I'd like to get my nerve up and recite my poem musical. He was like the fact it's musical because he plays guitar. And today at 8:11, Taylor told me he was playing with a band down in the village in the basement of a bar. And he smoothly flipped the lever to prepare my double latte. But for me, he made it triple, and he didn't think I knew. But I saw him flip the lever. For me, he made it triple, and I knew that triple latte meant that Taylor loved me too. I said, "What tune are you playing?"
And thank you for the extra sip.
He said, "Keep the 355 because this triple latte was on him."
Taylor, the latte boy, bring me Java, bring me joy. Oh, Taylor, the latte boy, I love him, I love him, I love him. I used to be the kind of girl who'd run when a love rushed toward her. But finally a voice whispered, "Love can be yours if you step up to the counter and order." Taylor, the latte boy, bring me Java, bring me joy. Oh, Taylor, the latte boy, I love him, I love him, I love him. So many years my heart has waited. Who'd have thought that love could be so caffeinated? Taylor, the latte boy, I love him, I love him, I love him. I love him, I love him, I
Okay,
This isn't on. Is this on now? Hi everyone. While we're waiting for everyone to get ready, I have a really great joke to tell you. And you all have to guess, and I will not tell you the answer until I hear every single one of you guess. Okay, here we go. Okay. Why did Peter Parker's evil twin fail his driving test? Excuse me. Any guesses?
Spider-Man.
He was a bad parallel Parker. Okay, everyone. We're playing on Jersey Boys. Once our band director decides to actually join the band. I didn't like the way you guys were reacting to that. Okay. We're playing the Jersey Boys, which, as you know, Frankie Brown in the Four Seasons, great band. We've been playing this for a solid 4 years, so it feels like. We were supposed to play it pre-pandemic at Trills and Thrills. That didn't happen. So instead, he has forced us to play it year after year after year after year after year. And we're not.
None of that is true, except for the fact that this was the piece we were practicing for Trills and Thrills before that rug got pulled out from under. So it was actually one of these guys who was like, "Hey, did you remember that Jersey Boys thing?" And I was like, "Oh, I don't think so." And they're like, "Yes," and then they made me play it. So.
Oh, yeah.
So anyway, this is what our Trills and Thrills group will look like. Ain't it swell? I almost forgot what some of their faces look like.
I already talked to them. You can stop.
Here we go. This one is the highlights from the Jersey Boys musical, Music of the Four Seasons.